Okay, so here's the camera. As I've said, Canon 1200D. It's not focusing too good. There we go. So I'll turn it on. Show that the screen has the vignetting around it. So as you can see, all dark around the edges. So I've drawn little diagrams, not much of an artist I know, but numbered the screws on the back, that's the LCD, 1-2 screws under the eyepiece on the bottom. Here's where the battery goes in. I'm only taking the back off, so I only need to take 1, 2, 3, 4 screws out. The left hand side of the camera has 3 screws and the right hand side has 2, and I just drew that so as I put them down I know where they've come from, but mind you, because I've already done this once, I know they're all the same length, so not a major deal. So now, as you can see, there's the 2 screws right here. I left the eyepiece off. That just slides on and off like that. Just get your thumbs on there, give it a push, off it comes. Alright, so take these 2 screws out. It doesn't matter which way you go, this is just the way I've turned it. There's 1 screw in the top here. I didn't really focus on them, did I? Sorry, alright. Can we get focus? There you go. One I just took out, 2, 3. The screwdriver doesn't have a little bit on the handle where you can spin it under your hand because it's 30 years old. Actually came in a toolkit I got for my 21st birthday. So now the 2 at the other end. And I just realised, I think I haven't taken the battery out. Good idea to do that before you start. And the SD card if there was one in it, which is not. Yeah. And that just pulls out 45-degree angle. It's good to get that out of the way. And now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom here. Now the thing about this screwdriver is, over the new ones I've got new precision screwdrivers, and this one actually fits these screws better than the new precision ones, which is why I'm using this. Less chance of rounding the slots in the head of the screw. Whoop. Okay. Go quickly show. I've just put them all where they go. I do have double-sided tape, which previously when I've done this sort of thing I put on to keep them from moving, but generally I'm doing more than just taking the back cover off. And like I said, with these, they are all the same length, but even though if you're at home doing your 1200, be careful, just maybe they put different ones in, length in at some point. Now with this, you've got to just lift the top of this pad bit here where your thumb goes, because it does join. See if I can actually get, there you go, you can see there's a line just there. That's where the cover separates. Now to separate it, luckily I've got some nails at the moment, so all I've got to do is get my nails into this gap, and that easy. It starts to lift off. I'll pop that out. Now that's started, this is a little cover that comes out separately. If you can't get it, don't worry about it. When you pull the cover off, it'll come out with it. And then just get that nail broke. Get the nail in, or flathead screwdriver, whatever you need to. Now when you lift this off, don't lift it too far. There are 2 ribbon cables under here that you have to get to. Okay, we can see them. One there, just get your nail under it and lift it, or a little screwdriver, whatever, just be very careful. But now with this one here, hopefully we can keep that in focus. There we go. You've got to flick the back up very carefully. They break very easy, see, and the ribbon just pops out. That easy. Little black bit, flick it up, out she comes, and that's it. The whole back lifts off. Put the camera to the side, and then you turn the cover over, and there's your LCD right here, all this bit. It's got 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to worry about undoing that one, that holds that cover. This just slides under there, slides in and out very easy. So you take them 4 out, which I forgot to draw on my little schematic drawings here, so I'll just put them on the side. Here. My mind went on to the ribbon cables then. Alright, so you take those 4 out and it'll lift out. Just lift from this end, and you'll see right here it just slides out from underneath. And there's your cover. Turn it over so you don't get dust on it. And then the LCD just falls out of here, nice and easy. That's it, it just clips in, a couple of little bumps in here that hold it in place. I'm not going to take it right out because I've done it enough times. So well, I suppose I should show. Look. This one, But focus, it's not focusing on the spot I want. There we go. Okay, so how do I adjust the focus? There we go. Hopefully it'll stay there now. So there's a little hole in this ribbon cable. Put something like this in. And this is sharp, so you've got to watch not to hit the rest of the board. And just pull it out like that. Now the LCD, that's the LED ribbon cable. This is the LCD ribbon cable. I said, luckily I've got nails at the moment, so I can just flip that up like that. Hopefully you can see that as flipped up. Use that to point at it. That little black bit right there. Yep. This is hard, I'm doing it looking at the laptop. So that just flips up like that, like the first one in the back. And you took the cover off. Be careful not to break it, they break very easily, and then your LCD will just fall out. And take it out. And then to put them back in, just get it down there, it just slides in a little bit. Yeah, it's not focusing on there again, unfortunately. Let's see if I can do something about that. Okay, so, oh, come on. Right, there we go. Now hopefully, it changes focus to my finger. But anyway, you can see that slides in. That's painful. Well, there we go. Okay. Slides in just a little bit. And flip that back down to hold it. And you'll have a tiny little gap between the corner there and the corner there. Like a mill sort of thing. Just have a good look at it and you'll be able to tell if it's in or not. And then the same for this one, just, well no sorry, you just push this one back in. Which sometimes easier said than done, it can be painful. Get your pointer in the hole, give it a little push, and you actually feel it go in there. That should be right. Okay, now I've put my fingers all over it, and then if I don't get a good screen it'll be getting sold with this in it, so I better give it a wipe. Okay, so that's back in. And this way. Now, as I said before, it focuses, slide that corner in under there. Drop the whole thing down and you're in. I hope that was in focus. Sorry, it's hard to look at this and the computer to make sure it's in focus. Put your screws back in. Once again, all the same length, so you don't have to worry about which hole they came out of, at least they are in this one. Make sure you have a look at yours to see if they're all the same length. Okay, so now these are a bit of a pain to get back on, or can be at least. So actually I'll start, get this one, pull it up. Now be careful not to bend it. Come on, focus. Not to bend the ribbon cable on that bit of metal. Don't pull too hard, or cut it especially. But I just pull it forward, and with the finger of my left hand I just use my finger to keep it poked out like that. Get it down. Near the hole, near the slot, and if you're lucky it just slides in. If not, you get your little tool, put it in the hole, and there you go, it's in. Flip that black bit back down, don't forget to flip that down, or otherwise it'll pop back out and your buttons won't work. Then find the other one. I find you have to get the cover down pretty close. Can be a real pain. Bring it over, even bring the whole cover over a little bit extra, get it close. Just line it up as best as you can. Whoop. Did have it close. There we go, give it a little push and it's in. Drop the cover back on. And just to make it a little bit shorter, I'll whack the battery cover back in. You have to have the battery cover back in to be able to turn it on. Just got to get the angle right. Oh, there we go. Not too much angle on it. I've only got, which way can we see? I had it on about that much angle. And it pushed back in easier. Alright, so I'll whack the battery in. Okay, sorry, battery died in the camera, so I had to cut. Well, I didn't have to cut, it cut. I had to sort it out. Okay, so you turn it on, and there you go. And then put your screws back in. So pretty easy. Thanks for watching.